Good afternoon, Flosstube, and welcome to my channel, Gammy Stitcher, aka Leona, and I want to thank you for joining me today, and I hope you enjoy what I have to show you today. And if you're a subscriber or returning visitor, thank you. I really appreciate that so much. And if you're new, I hope you'll stay till the end to watch and see what happens. I want to start off right away with what I worked on this week. I worked on a couple of things. Of course, I'm still working on my March month-to-month stitching with the housewives. And this is where I've gotten. So I filled in the little green box and did a little bit on the little things on the side of the green box. Put it a little closer there. Okay. And next, on that it was stitching with the housewives, and it's done on 14 count Lemon Chiffon. The next one is Mad for Plaid, and I'm doing the summer one in this corner over here, and that's Mad for Plaid, and that's a sal that's going on right now, or continuous with Chantel 141 Designs. And this is where I've got the first 3 rows done. I just pretty much have the last row to finish, and this one will be finished. I'm probably going to go around the word summer with a little bit darker color and just backstitch the word because it's kind of hard to see on here. But this is stitched on 14 count Zweigart Aida color 7729. And next I have hands-on design, more chocolate bunnies. And that's hands-on design. And this is where I've gotten on it. And I'm probably going to do the same with the lettering because I have to go like way up here. I've done the I, or whatever that first letter starting is. I may go around it with a darker color so it'll show up better. But it is stitched on 14 count Zweigart Aida color 5059. And it's a sal with Nicole Spore. And the last thing I worked on is my coverall, which should look like this when I'm done. Have faith. And I didn't put a whole lot of stitches into it, but I at least did a little. And I do have now the right size frame, so it fits good in here. And it's done, I think, on a 28 count, just regular white with the grid. And this is the first time I'm doing a coverall, so it's taken me a bit to get used to. I'm learning how to part threads and just how to do a coverall altogether. Okay, and then I did have a new start this week that I started on, and it's the Hive Rules And that is by Primrose Cottage Stitches by Lindsay Waite. And it's Hive Rules. And that's my new start. And this is how much I've gotten done on it, which I just pretty much started it yesterday, I believe. And I'm doing it on 16 count Touch of Pink. Okay. All right, these are done. Just move them out of the way here. Okay, and for this year, I had a goal of reading 23 books in 2023, and I believe I'm on book 4. And this is what I'm reading right now, V.C. Andrews' Cloudburst. And I just realized it says here it's the second book in this series, so I'm going to have to get the first book and read what happened before this book. But I am enjoying this book because I do love V.C. Andrews. And just to read a little bit out of it, out of the clear blue sky, since being taken into by a wealthy Miss Jordan March and living in her exquisite home like a daughter, Sasha Porter's traumatic past, destitute on the streets, and the shattering accident that killed her mother seems like fading nightmare, beautiful and sophisticated, as bold and daring as her sister Kiara March. Sasha still keeps her mother's wise words close to her heart. Never fully trust anyone. Inside her privileged new world, it's advanced, that will prove more precious than gold. Can anything stop the downpour? Against the wishes of Jordan's husband, Donald, Sasha attracts the attention of Ryder Garfield, a shy, handsome athlete, and maneuvers her way into his heart. But Ryder's hidden torment soon explodes in a horrific tragedy that pulls Sasha into a flood of guilt and despair. And when someone she thought she could trust targets her vulnerability, Sasha recalls her mother's warning, and a violent storm of dark deception and shocking family secrets is unleashed. Will she sink or swim? And that is Cloudburst, V.C. Andrews. And book 1, which I've got to look for now, is Family Storms. And then there's a third book that's Daughter of Darkness. So I have to look for those 2 books now. And I'm about halfway done with this one. And like I said, that will be my 4th out of 23 for the year. Okay, now my last video I showed how to thread a needle, and that I had found it on Facebook Reels. So I'm just real quick, if I can find it again here. Oh, what happened now? What was it?
If you have a lamp with no outlets to plug it into, this is a hack for you.
And it was by Bentley Leathercraft. If I can get it to play. Of course, now I don't want to play. I'll just show it. This is what I was trying to do last video. And I'll just replay it because it played to the middle here. So there she's starting with the piece of paper, sliding it through the needle with the thread already inside the paper, pulling it through the needle, and I think that's to, at the end was to give her a knot at the bottom. But that was where I had found that, and it was actually on Instagram, not Facebook.
Sometimes threading this 12-weight Baldani can be a little tricky unless you use
Let's show
really
another one
large
here.
eye needle, and I like to use around a size 8. And one of the ways I found to do it that helps is to pull this thread down between my finger and my thumb and make it so I can hardly see any in there, just a little tiny dot of it. And then I'm going to line up the eye of my needle right over where that dot is and just kind of push it through. Voila. Sometimes threading this 12-weight Baldani can be a little tricky unless you use a really large eye needle, and I like to use around a size 8. And one of the ways I found to do it that helps is to pull this thread down between my finger and my thumb and make it so I can hardly see any in there, just a little tiny dot of it. And then I'm going to line up the eye of my needle right over where that dot is and just kind of push it through. Voila.
Okay, there's 2 different ways how to thread a needle. One was what I showed in my last video. So now I will move on to haul, which I don't have a whole lot of that either, but I have a couple of things. So first thing is the Stackables February from Fat Quarter Shop. And that is by It's So Emma. And here is the colors that come with the February Stackables. It's really nice colors. Okay, and next I've got my month-to-month for May, Stitching with the Housewives. And here are the colors for that. And then I got this catalog, the Hirschner's catalog, which I haven't even really looked at yet. It's just going to go packed in my box to go to Florida when we get moved here. And then these are for decorating, which I'm excited about these getting here. This is my fight cancer gnome. And then this one was just a purple gnome, lavender. I was going to say, I don't know if it says the names of them, but and then I don't want to take them out of the plastic, so I'm sorry for all the crinkling, but I want to keep them in the plastic so they stay clean for the move. And they, of course, had to put a sticker right over the thing I want to show on this one. And this little guy is for home is where the dogs are. He's holding a little sign. And he has a bone on his hat. And then I believe this was just an extra they sent me. And it's a little tiny guy with carrot and bunny ears. And I think he was just free. And that company's going out of business, so, and I like gnomes, so I had to get some of those. Next on the list is our subscriber giveaway. I'm doing a giveaway at 100 subscribers. Right now, as of when I checked just a few minutes ago, we're at 86. So I still need 14 more subscribers to do the 100 giveaway. So if you could subscribe to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. Like, comment, all the things. And then I have 4 shout outs this week for other Flosstubes. If you haven't checked them out, go and check them out and just give them some love and show them that, you know, you're there and watching their channels. First is the New Hampshire Stitcher, and her name is Loren. Then we have the Royal Stitcher, and I didn't get her name, but she has some great tutorials on doing coveralls. So if you're working on coveralls or you have any questions or anything, her tutorials are great. So check those out. Then I have Lost in Stitches. Her name is Lisa, and I was excited to find her as she's also a breast cancer survivor like I am. And her video is great too, so check her out. Then I have the Camping Stitcher, and her name is Chris. And she has a Facebook group, which I just joined, so I'm just still checking that out. If I remember, I'll put it in the description below the video. And that is pretty much all I have for this week. So again, if you could hit the subscribe button and push the like and add a comment, anything you would like. I try to answer my comments pretty regular, and I try to answer all the comments. But I do want to thank you for watching, and if you stuck around till the end, I do really appreciate it. Give me an emoji in the comment if you stuck around to the end. But please do subscribe, like, and comment. It'll help my channel. And I would really greatly appreciate that. And I want to say happy stitching to everyone. And I'll see you next week. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.